guys, how y'all doing?
So today we are going to be talking about
Keto. Keto food, keto food, keto food.
my name is Kennedy,
I'm Kyle.
and we have been doing keto since
January 1st.
the January 1st, just like everybody else in America. I think everybody starts there.
New Year's resolution.
They get on the struggle bus.
On the struggle bus.
But it's crazy. Like I don't really think it's been that hard because since the first time I tried keto 2 years ago, they've came out with a lot of substitutes.
A lot.
So a lot of a lot of sugar-free products or whatever. So if I have a craving for like a little chocolate or something like that, I can get like Russell Stouffer's or Lily's chocolate or
and I didn't realize they had so many different types of chocolate, food, even bread and everything that if they keto now, they have cookies. I mean everything. They have so much stuff.
What is it? I know Aldi has the keto bread slices, like the regular loaf of bread that's keto friendly. The only thing is for us, it's like really popular in Florida, and we literally have not been able to catch it. Like
here in South Georgia.
Well, Florida, because we always go to Lake City.
Yeah.
So
and we asked in Jacksonville, and they always say that as soon as it comes in,
sells out
and I mean, like you have to be there like 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning to grab it, and they grab like 3, 4, 5 bags at a time.
Yeah, so
and they only have like 4 or 5 blocks
trays
of it come
or pallets. Is it pallets?
Yeah, I think it's pallets.
Pallets. So they'll get like a couple of pallets of it, and they sell out within like an hour of them putting it on the floor. So if you're going to Aldi looking for the keto bread, make sure that you go like first thing in the morning, like immediately when they open. And then if they don't have any, just make sure you ask one of the associates when they get their shipment, so you can be
or ask when they get the bread truck. That's the best thing to do. Ask for the bread truck.
Yeah, and another thing that I personally like to use, we just went straight into cravings, like, because honestly, I think that's the most important part about the whole diet. Is it's easy to eat the meat and the vegetables and the cheese. I mean, like, who doesn't like meat, veggies, and cheese? So that part is easy. The struggle with the diet is when you get a sweet tooth. Like, you have to really like be prepared. And I would say, I don't think it's a good idea to have them in the house. Do you think it's a good idea?
No sweets should be in the house.
They shouldn't be in the house.
Because you could fall off ketosis, you know.
If you're like overdoing
get sick.
Ooh, you could get really sick actually. That's another story. But I personally don't think that you should keep the keto sweets in the house, and that's just because, like, if you have a day off or something, you'll find yourself just like snacking on them,
and they'll be gone.
And they're made to be used in moderation. So it's better to
little bit at a time.
So it's better to like if you have a craving, to just head out to the store and grab like a little bag of Lily's or Russell Stouffer's, or my favorite, Rebel ice cream from Publix. That Rebel ice cream is off the charts. It's so good. But the key to the ice cream is what?
You have to leave it on this counter for about 10 minutes to unthaw before it's good to eat.
Yeah, you have to like let it thaw out a little bit before you try to eat it. And your first, like that top layer just kind of tastes like whipped cream, and you're like, oh, this is...
Well, after the first couple of spoonfuls.
Yes, after you get past that first layer, it's really good. And my 2 favorite flavors is the strawberry and the butter pecan. What would you say is your favorite?
I like strawberry the best.
Have we bought chocolate yet?
No.
We've never did chocolate before, so we can't do a review on the chocolate. But the butter pecan and the strawberry is really good. So Kyle, tell everybody who doesn't know, what are the basis of what you're supposed to eat when you're doing the keto diet?
Well, I thought it was hard because I'm really not like a diet guy. Just whenever I feel like I'm hungry, I just go to. On ketosis, I realized that you just gotta stay away from bread and rice. That's it.
So basically the diet.
That's basically it.
Yeah, honestly, like how I say it whenever someone asks me about it is just don't eat anything that's white.
Mm-hmm.
This
Bread, rice,
pasta. And then of course you're gonna do nuts in moderation because they're actually very, very high in carbs.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so I think the best one to do is the macadamia nut, but they are ridiculously expensive. And our favorite, I would think, is like cashew or pistachios or something, and those have a lot of carbs. So
I didn't know that either.
So if we're hungry and on the go, our go-to is like either a diet soda, which you can do diet soda if you're doing dirty keto, and beef jerky.
Beef jerky's good. Beef and cheese sticks are good.
And I think
cheese and like turkey wrap, like a slice of cheese and
the wraps.
Yeah, that's really good.
So another thing that we do is they actually at Publix, they have them at Walmart, is they now sell low carb wraps.
They're real good.
And they're really, really good. The what are they called?
La Banderita.
The La Banderita.
You mean the carb counter.
The carb counter.
La Banderita carb counter.
The La Banderitas are my favorite. The other ones have like a little chemically taste to them, but the brand that we typically try to buy is just the plain white La Banderita. Sometimes we'll make a mistake and get the wheat version, and they're not bad, but I do prefer just the regular white ones. But so yeah, we'll use those and make like a turkey wrap or.
My personal, I want to do mayonnaise, turkey, and Swiss cheese, and then zap it in the microwave for like 20 seconds, and then do a real good roll up, and then put it on the grill press.
You do both?
Yeah, it's real good.
Oh my gosh.
And then you cut them.
And then for me, I'll just throw it on the Foreman grill, so I don't go through the whole microwave thing. Either I'll nuke it for 30 seconds, or I'll just put it on the George Foreman for like a few minutes or whatever until the light goes off. And then there's basically like a panini wrap or something like that. But the staple foods would be your meats, your green veggies. If you do fruit, it's berries. Apple cider vinegar is known to lower your blood pressure and promote weight loss, so I definitely recommend getting some apple cider vinegar. I like to do the shakes too, like the Slim Fast coffee. That's a really good coffee replacement. I know a lot of people do the keto, the bulletproof coffee or whatever. To each its own. I can't really do like a lot of caffeine, so I typically
get itchy.
Or jittery. So I typically do the Slim Fast coffee. It tastes really good. So they have the mocha flavor and the chocolate flavor. It's a little thick, so the first time you drink it, you're gonna be like, it's kind of. But
would you refrigerate it before drinking?
If you want iced coffee, to me it's good cold and warm. So either I'll just put it in the fridge and I'll have it cold, or if I want something, a little bit. I need to wake up or something, I will pour it in a cup, warm it up, and do whipped cream, because you are allowed to do the heavy, is it aerosol, like the canned whipped cream? That's okay too. So what are some of your favorite meals on keto?
My go-to would be avocados. Anything with avocados.
Anything with avocados?
Avocado, guacamole, turkey and cheese with the wraps. That's very good.
Turkey and cheese.
Pepperoni and cheese by themselves. A little slice of pepperoni.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a good snack. Like the bag of pepperoni and then like a little
pork rinds too. I like a lot of pork rinds. Very good.
Yes, and I know a lot of people will actually put the pork rinds in the food processor and make breader with it. So if they want like some fried chicken or something like that, they'll usually take the chicken, put it in egg wash, and then bread it with the pork rinds and make their own breader. And the thing is, it's like after it's processed and it's fine, you can add all kind of seasonings and spices to it. So it doesn't have to just be the plain crunch. You can actually put some flavor to it. And
I make a lot of salads too.
We eat a lot of salad. We eat
Grilled chicken only.
Oh
no
my
fried
God.
chicken.
Zaxby's is definitely making some money off of us. I think we eat a grilled house from Zaxby's probably every night, and we don't
We usually get on Caesar base because the regular base has
the carrots.
Cabbage and carrots.
Yeah, and carrots have a lot of carbs in them, so we make sure that when we get the grilled house, we'll get it on Caesar base with no toast. And then of course they have the light ranch dressing, the light vinaigrette dressing. Even though their other dressings really don't have that much
Option.
No carbs.
Oh.
The other dressings really don't have that much carbs. But if you're like a heavy dressing person, then it's better to just
light ranch it up.
Light ranch or light vinaigrette. Our focus went out a little bit. There we go. But lots of water.
H2O is always good for you.
Yeah, we do a lot of Crystal Light, diet soda, which is I know considered dirty keto, but it is okay. And
like a Diet Coke, Diet Ginger Ale.
Yeah. And what is it? So first month I lost 20 pounds or 17, and the first month you lost 14 pounds. So I lost 17. He lost 14. So it works. But we basically just wanted to come on and let you guys know a little bit about how keto is working for us. It is definitely working. If you get tired of the diet and you need a cheat day, be careful.
You will get sick.
You will get sick. Well, I did. In my experience, I got sick.
If you want to drink on keto, like alcohol beverage,
be careful.
You can always go to vodka.
Vodka, less carbs, but be careful.
Yes.
Because without the carbs in your system, you will get drunk a lot quicker than you would if you had carbs in your system. But we'll make another video about the dangers of keto, about what happens when you do have a cheat day, and about alcohol. But thank you so much for watching, and you have a good day. Bye.
Bye. Stay away from carbs and rice and pasta.
Okay.
And bread.
Yeah, that's it.